One common sign you might be heading towards a divorce is just constant arguments. If you and your spouse just cannot reach agreements or calmly talk things out about even the smallest things, that might just show that you guys have a conflict of personalities they're not compatible to moving forward with the marriage. If you don't feel comfortable bringing certain topics up because you just know it's going to start an argument, that could be a part of the sign that you are headed towards a divorce and the marriage is just not going to work out. If you find yourself arguing with your spouse and you just don't see any sort of resolution and you don't even want to get to a resolution, that's a sign that the marriage might be broken. A common sign that people are heading towards divorce is financial stress. Financial stress is one of the biggest stressors in anyone's life. When you add in another person with that and then potentially add in children as well with all of those additional financial stresses, that just adds even more stress and burden to a person's life. And it's hard to keep a relationship going and keep a relationship positive when you're constantly under the stress of where will my next paycheck go? Will I be able to pay my mortgage this month? We have disagreements about how to spend our money. All of these things are signs that you and your partner are not aligned and your marriage just might not make it to the end. One sign that you might be headed towards divorce is if you and your spouse cannot agree about how to raise your children. This could range from anything from what school the children go to, what classes they take in school, whether they sign up for gymnastics or soccer, whether you go to church with your children, whether your partner does not want to go to church with your children, if your child needs braces, if they need sort of medical attention. All of these things and more are signs that the couple is not aligned anymore and might be headed towards a divorce. Another sign that a couple might be headed towards divorce would be a lack of intimacy. Are you sleeping in different bedrooms? Are you avoiding any sort of physical touch, any sort of emotional connection with your partner? These are all signs that your marriage might be broken and might be reaching the end of the rope. These are just some of the top signs that a marriage might be headed towards divorce. If you want to talk to our office, please give us a call.